Math 1, October 18, 2019, graphing linear inequalities. What is the learning goal? Who feels like they don't get to read the learning goal enough?
Me.
I don't know if I believe that. Micah, how about you?
I can create and use linear inequalities and graph to model real life situations.
And then Greenlee?
Life is really equal. I want to be able to use the concept of greater than and less than to solve problems.
Nice. I have $20 to spend, but I don't have to spend it all. So this is an inequality right there. Sodas are $1, chips are 75 cents. What are some ways I can do this? How can I spend my money? What can I do? I can buy nothing. That's an option. What can I do?
20 sodas.
20 sodas. That's an option. That's enough for everybody in this classroom pretty much, right? Except you shouldn't drink soda. It's bad for you. You drink a lot of soda?
Actually, not that long.
Who are you?
No, he drinks a lot
Eight.
of soda.
Mr. and Mrs. Fisher, your son says he drinks a lot of soda.
My dad gave me a lecture about
That's good.
my diet.
I'm not saying because of it's just the sugar.
I mean, yeah, you're right. They had
Water.
39 grams of
Soda is
sugar.
bad.
Tastes so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Okay. I got a bunch of students that are addicted to soda. Yes.
7 sodas and 3 chips.
7 sodas and 3 chips. That sounds good.
4 sodas and 2 chips.
4 sodas and 2 chips. And Aiden, last one.
1 soda, 1 chip.
And take the change and
Spend it on baseball
go some.
cards.
Yeah, and spend it on bubble gum.
Softball.
Now, now, we could go through and we could map out all the possible ways of doing this, but we could also graph it. And the graph is going to show us all the possibilities just quickly and easily. So today we're going to learn how to graph an inequality that we could use to model this. Before we start, and I'm going to do this a little bit quick today, so I'm not going to hand out graph paper, but who can come up and graph this for me? This guy right here. Oh, I got so many people. Chris, you got it. Chris can do it. While he's graphing it, I'll do the commentary. Okay, here we go. Chris, I'm going to do it like a golf commentary though. Chris is approaching the whiteboard. He grabs the red marker. Shh. He's grabbing the red marker. Yes, he has plotted the y-intercept. He's now contemplating the slope. And, it feels as if he has missed the slope. That is very unfortunate for Chris.
I can do it.
I noticed that he's putting the cap back on the marker and taking his seat. Who's coming up next? It looks like JJ's coming in. I'm going to pick it up from here. Let's see how JJ does. Good. All right. JJ approaches the whiteboard. He plots the y-intercept. And he does a rise of 2 and a run of 3. That's so far so good. He's going back in the opposite direction. Looks like he's having a tough time using the whiteboard.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay. Sometimes the projector can be confusing for people. He's plotted a second point. He's now, it appears that he is complete. He thinks he's done. Let's see if he can actually draw the line in. Let's see what he does. Oh, good. He is drawing the line in. Okay. So there it is. There's our line.
You got with the arrows. Make sure.
Good. Now, this exact same line, I could turn it into an inequality. And what this would do is now change this into a shaded region where everything over here works. Right now what we have, every point on this line works. But when I do this, everything over here now works. And that's what we're going to gear up for. Let's look at this. What do you have to think about when you're graphing something like this? There's a thought process here. X is greater than 3. That's one thing you have to think about. What else?
You have to think about that everything that you put into X should be equal to 3.
So everything has to work. So give me a number that works.
Opening is 1.
What?
6.
6. Okay, I'll put a point there. Give me a number that works. 4 works. Give me a number that works.
3.5.
3.5 works. Give me a number that works.
3.1.
3.1. Okay. Good. What else? Do you have to think? If I was going to graph this, what would I have to do?
You'd have to see what doesn't work. Or wait, no.
I want to graph this. Let's try to graph it. Explain to me, Fisher.
You would need to put the open circle on 3.
Okay. Open circle at 3. So the open versus closed is the thing? And then these points work, right?
Yes.
And these points
That
No.
one.
don't work. We're going to see the same thing happening now, but in 2 dimensions. Points that work, points that don't work. I've got to think about the circle. I've got to think about the shading. We're going to do this again, but now in 2 dimensions, not 1 dimension, in 2 dimensions. We're about to graph this, but I'm going to give you the instructions for it first. Circle type and line type, and I think we touched on this a little bit. This, ready? What are those?
Inequalities.
Open. Good, they're inequalities. And for us, it's dashed. A dashed line is an open circle. This is going in the notes. You should have your title up in my notes also. These guys, what are they? Closed, which are solid. One dimension, 2 dimensions. Number line, coordinate system. 2-dimensional coordinate system, because there are 3D coordinate systems. There are probably 4-dimensional ones, but I don't know what.
What?
So you start throwing time into stuff, and maybe
That sounds confusing.
it does, but somebody probably understands it. I guess something in physics, they're like 13 dimensions. I don't even
Wait,
know.
what?
I have a hard enough time with 3 dimensions. Just me walking around is tough. So the first thing we have to think about here is the line type. So step 1, think about our line type. Okay. Step 1. So I give you this equation, I say graph it. First step, line type. Line type it for me. Dashed. Good. So this is going to be dashed. You've completed step 1. Do you feel accomplished? Accomplished. Boom, high fives. High five, come on, boom. This is why the front row is awesome, isn't it? 'Cause you get high fives. The back row, what do they get? Nothing.
They get
we didn't get anything.
You do get called on a lot. That's true. JJ gets JJ's every once in a while. And I don't know, what do you get? You just get smiles and happiness and joy. Okay. Dashed. Second thing. We're going to graph it, but we're going to pretend like it's an equation. Don't even think about the inequality. So step 2, graph as if it were an equation. Not even thinking about the inequality anymore. Who can graph it? Chris. Okay.
Got no chance.
Chris is approaching the board. He walks up confidently. He's grabbing a blue marker, plotting the y-intercept, rising and running, taking it to the direction. Oh, yes. Incredibly, he is putting a dashed line because he knows it should be a dashed line. Beautiful.
Wait, didn't he?
The.
Oh, is it down? Oh, sorry, Chris.
You-
It's okay, man. We still appreciate you. Down 2/3.
Oh, good one. I tried, Mr. Barre. At least you tried.
It's better to have tried and failed than never to have tried.
That's your
No.
special
Wait,
voice.
mistakes show you that you're trying.
A bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
All these.
Never start a land war in Asia. What movie's that from? Anybody? It's from A Princess Bride, I think. Isn't it?
I was gonna say
that movie
Princess
myself.
I think it is. All
I was
right.
like, that's not big.
Now, what we've decided, we've broken the graph into two regions. One of these regions is where every point works. The other region is where every point doesn't work. We're going to test one point and figure out if it works. If this point works, this means everything down here works. If this point doesn't work, what does that tell you?
The other side.
Everything.
That the other side does work.
I thought it was 0,
0,
0.
0 is the best point to try. So let's test 0, 0.
2/3 to 0. 0 plus 1. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, then if it doesn't work, that means we're going to shade above the line. But I'm going to test it also. Oh, some people are saying it works.
Why is that? Oh wait, never mind. That y was greater than 1. So.
I try 0, 0, but sometimes 0, 0 is on the line, then you can't use it. But we'll test a point 0, 0, and then shade the true region. Who thinks they can come up and test 0, 0 and explain to us how you're testing? Yes, Greenlee? Okay, come on, Greenlee. Very calmly. Greenlee is coming up confidently, grabbing a black marker.
0 plus 1.
It appears as if she has plugged in a 0 for the y, a 0 for the x, is simplifying it down, and is to 0 is less than 1. And what does that mean? Is this point true or false?
True.
This point is true. So where's the true region?
Down.
Everything down.
Woo! Every point over here works. What does it mean to be a solution, Greenlee?
If you plug it in, it works.
So if I plug in this point, will it work? If I plug in that point, will it work?
Yes.
If I plug in this point, will it work?
No.
Beautiful. Take a seat. Who knows how to clap?
Me.
Clap. Everybody clap, clap, clap. Watch that clap. Oh! You made that happen.
Thanos
You're
snapped.
clapping.
I do have really tough.
I think Thanos.
I still see
snapped.
white spots.
Thanos?
Yeah.
Who's
Thanos.
Thanos.
snapped.
You don't think of Thanos, purple dude?
He snapped.
Marvel.
Marvel.
Universe.
I don't know what you're talking
Snaps.
about.
Looks like a giant gray
Gauntlet erases all
quadruple
mankind.
chin.
He has like,
No.
like
He's
50
Quadruple
shades.
Marvel.
He's a big purple.
What is this Marvel thing you're
Endgame.
talking about?
He's
I haven't seen Endgame. I know. Oh, my
Are
life
you
is...
okay with your spoiled? Has it gotten spoiled for you?
No, you guys don't spoil it. I don't watch movies in general.
Okay. Because
I
heard
love
kids
the
always
Endgame.
spoil it.
The beautiful thing is I forget stuff really quickly.
Oh,
So you can tell me the spoiler or not.
no, I'm not mean like that.
It's probably because you have your mind on other things.
Spoilers
Right.
everything.
Stay with me. I want to get you time for homework stuff. So we know that we've got dashed and solid. We just graph it and we pick a test point. So this is just more of what I've already said. We're going to do two more together. Oh, actually, before we do this, you shout it out, solid or dashed. Here we go. Ready?
Oh.
When I point to it, you tell me what it is.
Dash.
Solid.
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 You're talking about 3? Oh,
Solid.
Solid.
Dash. Good. Okay, now working it in reverse. I show you the line, and you tell me the inequality. So looking at this line.
Open.
Greater than.
Wait, Shh, ready? You can't. It's not a greater. Ready? Is it this one?
Yes.
Wow, we're good.
Looking at this line. That's weird.
What the heck?
No, that's
What?
okay there. That, like I'm not being active enough for this room.
Like, did they reset the power?
No, that was
No,
weird.
no.
There's a motion sensor, but I've been moving, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we have most of our house and I'll
Was
like,
it
go
not?
outside, it doesn't work, so I'll like wait a
Yeah,
minute.
same here.
Yeah, we have one of those ring things, so everyone just watches me doing
Right here. Ready? Is it this one?
No.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay, those are the instructions. We've already done that. Let's do this one.
I don't do that.
Who can do it?
Me.
Okay, Jordan.
Yes.
Coming up. Here comes Jordan. Jordan is approaching the whiteboard. She's grabbing the black marker. She's starting by plotting the y-intercept at -1, which is correct. From there, she's going down 2/3. She's now taking it in the opposite direction. Excellent. Now she's giggling a little bit. Oh, the disappointment she must be feeling right now. Oh. She's looking at the graph.
You did it right.
She's
Yeah, you did it right.
You've just been praying.
Oh, you're right. I
You
messed it
just
up.
walked the
You're good.
plank.
You're good. You're good. Sorry, I messed it up. No, it is dashed. You're right. I thought it was solid for a moment. Good job. Oh, but it's not done.
That's not done. Yes.
Oh no, the graphing part's done. Now I need a tester. You've already been a tester. Would you like to be a tester?
I'll
No.
be another tester.
Would you like to be a tester? Come on up and be a tester.
What if the line is exactly on zero?
That's a great question. We're gonna do one of those next.
Oh.
Here she goes. She's gonna test 0, 0 for me. 0 is less than -2/3. 0 minus 1. 0
Sound like those weak
less than
people.
0 minus 1. 0 less than -1. Is that true or false?
No.
It's false. If this point is false, then where is true?
Bottom.
the other side.
That- good. So we're down here. Okay. We now set a snap and create the Marvel universe.
A snap.
There we go.
I can't do it with my other hand.
Okay. Let's
Oh, can I
do
do this one? Sorry.
Noggin.
Sorry.
somebody else.
No, I found it.
Dude Perfect? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
You don't know anything you do perfect.
Dude,
you
I,
do that.
I subscribe to Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect subscribes to my channel.
Oh.
All right, come on
Do
up.
it had like.
Fisher. I'm gonna ask him some questions. Solid or dashed? Solid. Go for it. Come on, man. Can you? What do you think, Gavin?
It's a perfect line.
Gavin's just saying sure. Chris, what are you saying? Chris says you're wrong.
Wrong?
You're wrong.
Yes.
You're wrong.
Who's on Team Chris?
Oh, wait.
Who's on Team
Aiden.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going with yours. What do you think then?
Wait. No, would it be 3/1? Would this be 3/1?
It's always in the back of
Wait,
the
one
Bible.
more.
Or is it 3 + 1?
Hey, I have a question. Let's plug in a number. I'm going to give you a number. I'm going to say that if y equals 1, what is x?
Y equals 1.
X.
Oh. X equals 1.
When we graph it, we're going to pretend like it's an inequality or an equation. X equals 3. Ready?
Oh.
If y equals 1, what is x?
3.
Okay, put a point at 3, 1.
Oh wait.
Okay, ready?
Team Chris is right.
If Team Chris is right. If y equals 2, what is x?
Y equals
What does x equal?
2. X equals
Put a point at 3, 2.
3. Whoa.
Hey, if y equals 5, what does x equal?
5 5 or 3 over 5.
3 comma 5. Put a point at 3 comma 5.
Wait, how do you
Draw a vertical line. That's the graph right there. It doesn't matter what y is. I don't care what y is. What's x? X equals 3. What's x? X equals 3. What's x? X equals 3. X equals 3. So there's my graph. Chris, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, pick a point. 0, 0. Let's test it.
It's the right side. Wait,
0 is greater than 3.
No.
This point is false. Where do I shade?
Right,
Right
side.
side.
Whee!
I mean, because you also look at it, it says, all x's,
Before
the lines that between 4 is over, 4 is there, like,
Would you get the same graph?
yeah.
Then you're fine. That's because there's only one graph. All right, I'm going to do the final one.
Y is greater than x, y is greater than x.
So do I.
What's the slope?
Y.
Ah. What's the slope?
1
Okay, give me more.
over 1.
1 over 1. Where's the y-intercept?
0.
0. This is the equation right here. 0, 1 over 1, 1 over 1, 1 over 1. Solid or dashed?
Solid. No, I mean
Dash.
dash.
Dash. I can't, and I think this answers your question, I can't use 0, 0.
Make a
So
big.
just keep going.
Is that because it's not on the y-intercept or the x-intercept?
Well, I can't use a point, I can't test a point that's on the line. So I have to test something's over here or over there. What do you want to test?
Negative 1, 1.
Negative 1, 1. Negative 1,
That's on the line.
1. That's not on the line.
Oh, I thought it was.
Mr. Barre, couldn't we start like 10 though?
Couldn't I start it at 10?
Or like y 10 and x 0? Or
What?
couldn't you just start at like 0,
The-
0 and
Y
just go
equals
straight
mx
up?
plus b, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b.
Cheers.
But, like, it would still
Cheers.
work.
It's
Would you get the
sheer
exact same
scatter.
line?
You still get the exact same line, but
Well,
it
then
still
you,
works.
but then it doesn't work because this is the line for this equation. There is only one line for that equation and that's it. If you get a different line, it's not right. So I just follow, this is y equals 1 over 1, x plus 0. Give me the point. What point do you think,
Like, let's just say we started at 0.
what do you mean started at 0?
Like, that's the y-intercept.
Okay, the y-intercept is at 0.
Yeah, so like 0, 3.
0, 3. 0, 3, that's not the y-intercept. Why do you want 0, 3 to be the intercept?
I don't say that I want it to be, but wouldn't it work?
What do you mean by, so you, if I plug in 0, comma 3, that point should work?
And then, so
But it doesn't. If I plug in 0, 0 plus 0 doesn't equal 3, it doesn't work.
But it 3 is more.
Okay, you're getting hung up on the inequality. Don't, we're trying to graph a line. This is why right here, graph as if it were an equation. When I'm graphing this, I am pretending it is an equation. I don't even think about the inequality when I'm graphing it. Gotcha. Yes. That point is in the shaded region. Does negative 1 comma 1 work? Let's plug this in. Negative 1 is greater than, negative 1 is greater than, no, this is 1. 1, y is greater than negative 1. Is that true? 1 is greater than negative 1? Yes. This point is true, which means everything over here is true. All right. I want to stop because I want to give you time to do the homework. Give it a shot, guys. Those are fun shoes.
Yes.
They're like avocados on them.
Yeah.
Is that a sticker or a thing?
It's a gibbet.
It's a what?
A gibbet.
Gibbet?
Yeah, that's what you get for crop.
Does it feel funny on the top of your foot?
You can't feel it.
Does it poke through?
I have the same ones.
It has like
Hey, Aiden. Thanks for showing this to me. I didn't care about that.
Mr. Barre.
they have this thing on the
Nico's
bottom.
got some too.
Mr. Barre.
Put them in.
I did. but you don't feel that. Does that make sense? All right, I'm gonna show this to people. Look, it's called a giblet.
A gibbet.
A gibbet?
It's a gibbet. It's really dirty though. Can I do the outro?
I'm so happy. I get to live on Jaden's foot.
Jaden.
Jordan, sorry, man. I get to live on Jordan's foot.
With the pink
Hello.
Crocs, I gotta do the outro.
Yeah, can us three with the pink Crocs do the outro?
If you got pink Crocs on, come on up.
We can't.
Here, but we got to do it where we just put the camera down at your feet.
Yes.
Okay, let's get it down really low. Woo.
You gotta do this thing.
Okay, there you go. Do your.
I can't even.
This is a thing?
Let's go.
There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
No, what is that?
I just got the whole live stream.
Yeah, to look at that? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's a game. Like,
I know
you
that
can do
game.
that
I know the
and
game. Yeah, I know the game. Okay.
You punch him twice.
You gotta tie your Crocs.
Like that? I know I'm very strong. Okay, can we leave now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Later, buy us burrito.